In the shadows of ancient myths and legends, where tales of gods and goddesses swirl like smoke, some figures stand out for their fierce, raw, and unrestrained qualities. These are the goddesses who defy traditional expectations, challenging the norms of their times with a blend of power and provocative allure. When we speak of dirty goddesses, we're not referring to mere filth, but to a spectrum of characteristics that evoke strong reactions, whether through their wild behavior, sensuality, or fearsome power. In mythologies across the world, these goddesses embody extremes that push the boundaries of conventional propriety. They are fierce, uninhibited, and often portrayed in ways that can be shocking or uncomfortable to the average person. But it is precisely this boldness that makes them so compelling. They break rules and defy expectations, serving as powerful symbols of change, chaos, and the primal forces of nature. Think of Ishtar, the Sumerian goddess of love and war, who embodies both the beauty of sensuality and the terrifying force of conflict. Her stories are filled with passionate intensity and dramatic reversals, illustrating how love and war can intertwine in the most unexpected ways. Ishtar's willingness to embrace both sides of her nature, tenderness and rage, forces us to confront our own dualities. Or consider Cali, the Hindu goddess of destruction and renewal. Her fierce appearance, with her wild hair and blood-soaked garlands, represents a deep and often unsettling truth that creation cannot exist without destruction. Cali's image may be frightening, but it also highlights an important lesson about the cycles of life and death, and the power inherent in embracing the whole of existence, even the parts that frighten us. Eris, the Greek goddess of discord, stands as a testament to the disruptive power of chaos. Her role in the myth of the Golden Apple showcases how a single act of mischief can ignite a chain reaction of conflict and discord. Eris reveals the hidden currents of tension that lie beneath the surface of order, and how these forces can shape events in unexpected ways. In Egyptian mythology, Sekhmet is both a goddess of war and a healer. Her dual nature reflects the complex relationship between violence and healing. The fierce wrath of Sekhmet, who could bring plagues and destruction, is countered by her capacity for restoration and protection. This duality illustrates how seemingly opposing forces can be intertwined, revealing a deeper understanding of power and its impact. The role of these dirty goddesses is not just to challenge social norms, but to highlight the often uncomfortable truths about human nature and the world. They force us to confront aspects of ourselves and our societies that we might prefer to ignore. By embracing these deities, ancient cultures acknowledged that the divine was not just a source of comfort and order, but also a force of chaos and transformation. Their stories remind us that the divine is not confined to clean and comfortable categories. Instead, it encompasses the full spectrum of existence, embracing both light and darkness, order and chaos. These goddesses, with their intense and sometimes shocking attributes, invite us to reconsider our own boundaries and understand the profound ways in which power and passion can intersect. As we unravel the layers of these remarkable figures, we encounter not just ancient myths, but reflections of the complexities within ourselves. The dirty goddesses stand as potent symbols of the raw, untamed aspects of the divine, urging us to acknowledge and embrace the full range of human experience. They show us that true power lies in the ability to face and integrate all parts of ourselves, no matter how challenging or unsettling they may be. Ishtar, the Sumerian goddess whose name echoes through the ages, embodies a force that is as captivating as it is complex. She stands at the crossroads of love and war, her presence a blazing reminder of the fierce and tender sides of existence. Ishtar's dual nature brings her into a world where passion and fury intertwine, making her one of the most intriguing deities in ancient mythology. Her allure begins with her associations with love and fertility. Ishtar is not just a goddess of romantic entanglements, but also the protector of the very essence of life. Her influence extends over the growth of crops, the fertility of animals, and the prosperity of her people. Her symbols, like the lion and the star, reveal her powerful connection to both nurturing and destructive forces. But Ishtar is not only a figure of nurturing and growth. Her tempestuous nature reveals itself in the realm of war and conflict. She is as capable of inciting battle as she is of spreading love. Stories of her behavior are filled with intensity and drama, showcasing her ability to command the forces of both creation and destruction with equal vigor. One of the most striking tales of Ishtar's passion and fury is her descent into the underworld. Driven by a fierce desire to prove her power, Ishtar ventures into the realm of the dead, ruled by her sister Ereshkigal. Her descent is not just a journey into darkness, but a confrontation with the limits of her own divine nature. Ishtar's bold attempt to conquer the underworld speaks to her unyielding spirit, but it also reveals the vulnerability beneath her fearsome exterior. Her journey through the 7 gates of the underworld, shedding her garments at each gate, symbolizes a loss of control and power. When she arrives in the presence of Ereshkigal, she finds herself stripped of her authority and faced with her own mortality. Yet, even in the face of such profound challenges, Ishtar's story does not end in defeat. Her return to the world of the living is a testament to her resilience and the unwavering power of her divine influence. Her emergence from the underworld restores the balance of life and fertility on Earth, demonstrating that even the most tumultuous forces can lead to renewal and rebirth. Ishtar's passionate nature is also evident in her relationships with mortal and divine lovers. Her love affairs are legendary for their intensity and drama. Take, for instance, her relationship with the shepherd god Dumuzi. Their love story, filled with both ecstasy and anguish, is a powerful reflection of Ishtar's dual nature. Dumuzi's fate, marked by both adoration and suffering, underscores the idea that love, when experienced in its fullest depth, can be both uplifting and devastating. The goddess's behavior often defies expectations. Her love can be tender and overwhelming, yet it can also be vengeful and fierce. This complexity makes Ishtar a symbol of the extremes of human experience. Her power to both create life and stir chaos embodies the idea that love and war are not separate but intertwined forces that shape our world in profound ways. Ishtar's stories are not merely ancient myths, they are vibrant, emotional narratives that reveal the power of passion and the inevitability of conflict. Her ability to navigate both love and war, to embody both nurturing and fierce qualities, speaks to a deeper understanding of the human condition. Through Ishtar, we see that the divine is not just about serenity and order, but also about the raw, unpredictable forces that drive us. The legend of Ishtar continues to captivate our imagination because it speaks to the heart of what it means to be powerful and human. Her stories remind us that our greatest strengths and vulnerabilities are often intertwined, and that the same forces that bring us joy can also bring us strife. In Ishtar, we find a reflection of the complex and passionate nature of existence itself. Cali is a goddess who evokes both awe and fear, her presence as fierce as a storm and as powerful as the earth itself. In Hinduism, she is known as the goddess of destruction, her name alone stirring the imagination with its intensity. Cali's image, with her wild hair, fierce eyes, and outstretched tongue, is both terrifying and mesmerizing, representing a force that is as destructive as it is transformative. In the heart of Hindu belief, Cali is more than just a deity of destruction. She embodies the raw, untamed aspects of nature and existence. Her role in the pantheon is to destroy the old and make way for the new. This act of destruction is not senseless violence, but a necessary process for renewal and regeneration. Cali's dance of destruction is one of profound power, aimed at eliminating what is no longer needed to allow for the creation of something new. Her portrayal is striking and dramatic. Cali often appears with her skin painted blue or black, signifying her connection to the infinite and the unknown. Her tongue, sticking out of her mouth, and the necklace of skulls she wears, all symbolize her fearless embrace of the cycle of life and death. These symbols might seem alarming, but they convey deep truths about the nature of existence. Cali's fearsome appearance reflects the reality that destruction is an integral part of the natural order, leading to transformation and renewal. One of the most powerful stories involving Cali is her battle with the demon Raktabija. In this myth, Raktabija, a demon who could multiply every time his blood touched the ground, threatened the gods with his invincibility. To defeat him, Cali took on a form of wild ferocity, drinking the demon's blood before it could touch the earth and multiply. This fierce battle showcases Cali's role as a protector who destroys evil to preserve the cosmic order. Her actions may seem brutal, but they are driven by a divine purpose to restore balance. Cali's connection to death and destruction goes beyond mere physical violence. She represents the ultimate force that breaks down old structures and beliefs, making way for spiritual awakening. Her fierce aspect encourages followers to confront their fears, to face the inevitable cycles of change and loss. In this way, Cali is not just a goddess of destruction but a catalyst for personal and spiritual growth. Her presence in rituals and prayers helps devotees accept and understand the darker aspects of life, guiding them towards enlightenment. Cali's relationship with death is also intimately tied to her role in the cycle of life. She stands as a reminder that death is not an end but a transition. In her fierce and terrifying aspect, Cali helps us understand that to live fully, we must confront and accept the inevitability of our own mortality. Her powerful energy encourages us to let go of attachments and fears, allowing us to embrace the deeper truths of existence. The goddess's terrifying portrayal serves as a stark contrast to the more gentle aspects of Hindu divinity, highlighting the idea that divinity encompasses all aspects of existence, both light and dark. Cali's fearsome image helps believers understand that true spiritual growth often requires facing the most difficult and uncomfortable parts of ourselves. Her role in the Hindu pantheon is a testament to the belief that destruction is not an end but a necessary step in the process of transformation. Through Cali, the divine reveals the profound and often unsettling truths about the nature of life, death, and rebirth. Her fierce and unyielding presence reminds us that behind every act of destruction lies the potential for new beginnings. In embracing Cali's lessons, followers learn to see beyond the surface, understanding that destruction, while fearsome, is a crucial part of the endless cycle of creation and renewal. Cali's stories and her powerful, unsettling image evoke a range of emotions, from fear to reverence. They challenge us to confront the darker aspects of existence and to see the divine in all its forms, embracing both the destructive and the creative forces that shape our lives. Her presence in Hindu mythology is a profound reminder that to truly understand the nature of life, we must embrace its full spectrum, acknowledging that even the most terrifying aspects can lead to profound transformation. Eris, the Greek goddess of strife and discord, is a figure whose name resonates with the echoes of chaos and conflict. Her presence in mythology is a vivid reminder of how a single spark can ignite a wildfire of turmoil. One of the most dramatic illustrations of her influence is the myth of the Golden Apple, a story that forever changed the course of events in Greek mythology. The tale begins at a wedding feast where Eris, uninvited and scorned, decides to make her presence felt. While the other gods and goddesses revel in the celebration, Eris appears with a golden apple inscribed with the words "to the fairest." This seemingly innocent gesture is anything but. It is a calculated act designed to sow discord among the goddesses present. The apple is thrown into the midst of the banquet, and the chaos that follows is nothing short of explosive. The goddesses Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite each claim the apple, each convinced that she is the fairest among them. What starts as a trivial dispute soon escalates into a fierce argument, with each goddess seeking to prove her superiority. This seemingly small act of mischief triggers a series of events that eventually lead to the Trojan War, one of the most significant conflicts in Greek mythology. Eris's influence on chaos and conflict is profound and far-reaching. Her role in the myth of the Golden Apple highlights how she thrives on stirring trouble and setting the stage for discord. The once peaceful wedding feast becomes a battleground of vanity and rivalry, illustrating how easily harmony can be shattered by a single, malicious act. The beauty of Eris's influence lies in its subtlety. She doesn't need to wield a sword or command armies to create chaos. Her power lies in her ability to manipulate emotions and relationships, turning allies into enemies with a mere gesture. The consequences of Eris's actions are devastating. The conflict sparked by the Golden Apple spirals into a war that devastates cities, heroes, and families. This story serves as a powerful metaphor for the nature of discord, how small seeds of jealousy and mistrust can grow into massive, uncontrollable forces. Eris's actions underscore the fragility of peace and the ease with which it can be disrupted by even the slightest hint of rivalry. What makes Eris's story particularly poignant is the realization that her influence is not confined to the realm of gods and myth. Her role in the myth of the Golden Apple reflects a deeper truth about human nature and the ways in which conflict can arise from seemingly minor provocations. Her character serves as a reminder of the power of discord to unravel even the most stable and harmonious situations, revealing how fragile peace can be. Eris's presence in Greek mythology is a testament to the power of conflict and the complexities of human emotions. Her ability to incite chaos and strife, not through brute force but through cunning and manipulation, highlights the delicate balance of relationships and the ease with which they can be disturbed. The myth of the Golden Apple is not just a story of divine intrigue but a reflection of the real-world dynamics of envy, competition, and the often unpredictable nature of human interactions. As Eris weaves her threads of discord through the fabric of myth, she leaves a mark that is both unsettling and profound. Her role in the Golden Apple myth serves as a chilling reminder of the ease with which harmony can be shattered and the far-reaching consequences of seemingly minor acts of malice. In the end, Eris's story is a powerful exploration of the nature of conflict and the ways in which it shapes the world around us. Sekhmet, the Egyptian goddess with the head of a lioness, embodies a striking duality that is as fierce as it is profound. Her presence in ancient mythology is a blend of destructive rage and nurturing healing, creating a complex figure who commands both fear and respect. Sekhmet's dual nature reveals a powerful truth about the balance between creation and destruction, and the intense emotions that drive these forces. Sekhmet's story begins with her role as a warrior goddess, a force of untamed fury and devastation. She is often depicted with a lioness's head, a symbol of her fierce and unyielding nature. Her rage is legendary, and she is known for her insatiable thirst for blood. In one myth, after a rebellion by humanity against the gods, Ra, the sun god, sends Sekhmet to punish them. Her wrath is so intense that she nearly destroys all of humanity. Sekhmet's bloodlust and destructive power are so overwhelming that they threaten to obliterate the very creation she is meant to protect. But Sekhmet's story does not end in devastation. As fierce as she is, there is another side to her, a nurturing and healing aspect that balances her rage. After the nearly complete annihilation of humanity, Ra realizes that Sekhmet's fury must be tempered to prevent total destruction. He devises a clever plan to calm her. He orders the brewing of a red drink, which, when she consumes it, she believes to be blood. This drink soothes her, and she falls into a deep sleep, waking with a renewed sense of calm. This transition from rage to tranquility highlights Sekhmet's dual nature as both a destructive and healing force. Her transformation from a figure of terror to one of restoration illustrates the deep connection between destruction and healing in the cycle of life. In her capacity as a healer, Sekhmet is revered for her ability to cure diseases and bring about recovery. She is often called upon in rituals and prayers to ward off illness and restore health, showcasing her role as a protective and nurturing deity. The myths surrounding Sekhmet's rage and bloodlust offer a glimpse into the raw, primal power that she embodies. Her ferocity is not a mindless rampage, but a powerful, divine force that reflects the natural world's uncontrollable and often violent aspects. Sekhmet's rage represents the intense emotions and the destruction that can arise when forces are unleashed without restraint. Yet, this same rage is what makes her healing powers so potent. Sekhmet's ability to destroy is matched by her ability to heal, suggesting that her ferocity is not separate from her nurturing aspect, but is an integral part of her nature. Her destructive power clears the way for new growth and healing, embodying the idea that the end of one phase is often the beginning of another. Sekhmet's duality resonates deeply because it reflects the complexities of human experience. Her story reminds us that even the most fearsome aspects of life have a purpose and that destruction, while often terrifying, can lead to renewal and healing. Her presence in mythology serves as a powerful symbol of the balance between the forces of chaos and order, and the understanding that both are necessary for the world to function. The emotional depth of Sekhmet's character lies in her ability to inspire both fear and reverence. Her stories evoke a profound sense of awe and respect, revealing the intricate relationship between rage and healing. Sekhmet's role as both a warrior and a healer underscores the idea that power, in all its forms, is a force that shapes and defines the world. Through her story, we learn that the most intense and fearsome forces can also be the most protective and nurturing, offering a deeper understanding of the balance required for life and growth. Tiamat is a name that echoes with the primal power of the ancient world, a name that stirs the imagination with the image of a fearsome dragon and a chaotic force. In Babylonian mythology, Tiamat stands as a colossal figure of primordial chaos, embodying the vast, untamed seed that existed before the order of the universe was established. Tiamat's presence is immense and awe-inspiring. She is often depicted as a massive dragon or sea serpent, her form stretching across the waters of the early cosmos. Her body is said to be a swirling mass of chaos, a dark and tempestuous sea that defies the boundaries of form and structure. As a primordial sea goddess, Tiamat represents the raw, unformed potential from which the world was created. Her very being is a force of nature that holds within it the power to both create and destroy. The myths involving Tiamat are as dramatic as her image. One of the most significant stories is the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation myth, which describes the cosmic battle between Tiamat and the gods who seek to bring order to the universe. According to the myth, Tiamat's chaotic waters mingled with the fresh waters of the god Apsu, creating a tumultuous and unpredictable environment. This chaos was the source of the first beings and the raw material from which the world would eventually be formed. As time passed, the gods emerged from this chaos and began to shape the world. Tiamat, initially a mother figure, becomes a symbol of opposition and destruction when she is angered by the actions of these younger gods. In a rage, she transforms into a fearsome dragon, leading a host of monstrous creatures in a fierce battle against the gods. This confrontation is not just a physical battle but a clash between the forces of order and chaos. The battle reaches its climax when Marduk, a powerful young god, confronts Tiamat. With the power of a storm, he battles the dragon, striking her down with a mighty blow. Marduk's victory over Tiamat is a turning point in the myth, marking the transition from chaos to order. He splits her body in two, using one half to create the heavens and the other half to form the earth. This act of creation out of chaos is both violent and transformative, demonstrating how the raw, untamed forces of Tiamat are channeled into a structured and ordered universe. Tiamat's role as a primordial sea goddess and her chaotic nature make her a central figure in understanding the balance between chaos and order. Her representation as a dragon embodies the idea that even the most terrifying and uncontrollable forces can lead to the creation of something new. Her story is a powerful reminder of how chaos can be both a source of great danger and immense potential. The emotional impact of Tiamat's myth lies in the dramatic shift from chaos to creation. Her transformation from a nurturing, life-giving force into a monstrous adversary reflects the struggles that come with the process of creation. The image of Tiamat, once a symbol of life and potential, becoming a dragon that must be defeated, speaks to the profound challenges involved in shaping order from chaos. Tiamat's story resonates because it highlights the duality of existence, the idea that creation often requires the confrontation and transformation of chaos. Her myth reveals that the forces of destruction are not simply to be feared but are integral to the process of creation. The struggle between Tiamat and the gods is a powerful symbol of the ongoing battle between the forces of chaos and the desire for order and structure in the world. Through Tiamat, we see the ancient understanding of how the universe was shaped and how chaos can give rise to order. Her story is a vivid portrayal of the dramatic and often tumultuous nature of creation, reminding us that the most profound changes often come from the most intense conflicts. The legacy of Tiamat is a powerful testament to the transformative power of chaos and the enduring strength of the forces that shape our world. Hecy stands as a formidable and enigmatic figure in Greek mythology, a goddess whose name is whispered in awe and reverence. Known as the goddess of witchcraft and magic, she commands a presence that is both mysterious and captivating. Her associations with the dark arts and the underworld paint a portrait of a deity who exists on the edges of the known world, wielding powers that straddle the line between life and death. Hecy's connection to the dark arts is profound and pervasive. She is often depicted with 3 heads or bodies, representing her ability to see in all directions and her dominion over various realms. This triple form symbolizes her mastery over the past, present, and future, as well as her deep connection to the hidden and occult aspects of existence. She is a guardian of the thresholds between worlds, standing at the crossroads where the known meets the unknown. Her role in the underworld is equally significant. Hecate is a guide for souls navigating the dark and mysterious realm of the dead. In this capacity, she is both a protector and a guide, ensuring that the souls of the departed are safely escorted to their final destinations. This association with the underworld underscores her power over the boundaries between life and death, highlighting her control over the darker aspects of existence. Hecate's influence on magic and necromancy is both vast and intricate. As the goddess of witchcraft, she is intimately connected with the practice of magic, often seen wielding a torch to light the way through the shadows. Her magic is not merely for show, it is a force that shapes reality, bends the rules of nature, and taps into the hidden energies of the universe. Those who seek her favor are often practitioners of the mystical arts, invoking her name to gain insight into the arcane and the supernatural. In the realm of necromancy, Hecate's power is especially pronounced. She is often called upon by those who seek to communicate with the dead or gain knowledge from beyond the grave. Her ability to bridge the gap between the living and the dead makes her a central figure in rituals involving the spirits of the departed. Hecate's presence in these rituals is both unsettling and comforting, as she brings a sense of authority and control to the chaotic forces of the afterlife. The emotional impact of Hecate's story lies in her ability to evoke both fear and fascination. Her association with the dark arts and the underworld touches on the deepest and most primal fears of humanity, the unknown, the hidden, and the inevitable end of life. Yet, there is also a sense of reverence for her power and her role as a guide through the darkness. Hecate embodies the paradox of light and shadow, illustrating how even the darkest aspects of existence can hold profound meaning and power. Hecate's influence on magic and necromancy is a testament to her complex nature. She is a goddess who commands respect through her mastery of forces that lie beyond ordinary comprehension. Her magic is not just about spectacle but about deep, transformative change. In invoking her power, practitioners seek to tap into the raw, untamed energies of the universe, harnessing them to alter reality and gain insight into the hidden realms. Her role as a guide to the underworld further deepens her connection to the mysteries of life and death. Hecate's presence in the underworld is a reminder that death is not an end but a transition, and she offers a sense of continuity and control over the transition from life to death. Her power over the thresholds of existence emphasizes the idea that even in the darkest corners of the cosmos, there is order and purpose. Hecate's story is one of profound depth and emotional resonance. Her mastery over the dark arts, her guidance in the underworld, and her influence on magic and necromancy paint a portrait of a goddess who wields immense power and commands both fear and reverence. Through her, we see the complex interplay between light and darkness, the known and the unknown, and the eternal dance between life and death. Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of music and fertility, is often celebrated for her nurturing and joyous nature. Yet, beneath her benevolent exterior lies a wild side that revels in the ecstasy of music and revelry. Hathor's essence is a symphony of joy and abandon, embodying a spirit that transforms the ordinary into a feast of the senses. At the heart of Hathor's wild side is her association with drunkenness and celebration. She is frequently depicted with a sistrum, a musical instrument that stirs the soul and sets the rhythm for joyous occasions. Her role in Egyptian mythology extends far beyond mere fertility. She is a goddess who presides over the ecstatic and uninhibited experiences of life. Hathor's influence brings an unrestrained freedom that allows people to lose themselves in the blissful embrace of revelry. One of the most vivid stories of Hathor's wild side is her role in the festival of the beautiful meeting of the two lands. This festival was a time of unparalleled joy and festivity, where music, dance, and feasting were the order of the day. Hathor's presence during these celebrations was transformative, turning ordinary gatherings into extraordinary experiences of communal ecstasy. Her music would fill the air, and her influence would inspire people to let go of their daily worries and embrace the pure joy of the moment. Hathor's wild nature also finds expression in the myth where she transforms into Sekhmet, the fierce lioness goddess of war. In this myth, Hathor's transformation occurs when she becomes intoxicated by a drink made from red beer, which symbolizes blood. Under the influence of this drink, Hathor's demeanor shifts dramatically. She becomes Sekhmet, embodying a more destructive and uncontrollable side. This story underscores the powerful and unpredictable nature of her revelry, showing how her ecstatic celebrations can quickly turn into something more intense and overwhelming. The emotional depth of Hathor's wild side lies in her ability to create moments of pure joy and abandon. Her festivals and celebrations were not just about entertainment, they were a profound expression of the human need for release and connection. In a world where life's struggles and hardships were constant, Hathor's revelry offered a rare opportunity to escape and experience the unrestrained joy of being fully alive. The stories of Hathor's ecstatic celebrations remind us of the importance of allowing ourselves moments of liberation and joy. Her music and revelry symbolize the transformative power of celebration, which can elevate the human spirit and bring people together in a shared experience of bliss. Hathor's influence on these moments reflects a deep understanding of the need for both celebration and connection in the human experience. Hathor's wild side is a testament to the power of joy and the necessity of embracing the full range of human emotions. Her role in ecstatic celebrations reveals the profound impact that music, dance, and revelry can have on our lives. Through her, we see that the pursuit of joy and the experience of unrestrained freedom are essential aspects of a balanced and fulfilling existence. Hathor's legacy as a goddess of music and fertility is not just about nurturing life, but also about celebrating it with abandon, reminding us of the transformative power of true, uninhibited joy. Rhiannon is a figure whose presence lingers like a whispering wind, a goddess of horses and sovereignty wrapped in layers of mystery and allure. Her name evokes a sense of enchantment and grace, embodying qualities that are both captivating and elusive. As the Welsh goddess of horses, she commands a majestic presence, blending the beauty of the equine world with an air of regal authority. Rhiannon's enigmatic and seductive nature is a central aspect of her legend. She is often depicted as a woman of striking beauty, her allure not merely physical but also deeply tied to her otherworldly charm. Her connection with horses enhances this mystique, as horses were symbols of power and freedom in ancient Celtic culture. Rhiannon's relationship with these magnificent creatures reflects her own untamed and commanding spirit, offering a glimpse into her divine nature. One of the most captivating aspects of Rhiannon's legend is her ability to shapeshift. This transformative power highlights her mysterious and elusive qualities. In one of the most famous myths, Rhiannon is wrongfully accused of murder. To prove her innocence, she endures a series of trials and challenges, which include her ability to transform into different forms. This shapeshifting is not just a physical transformation but also a manifestation of her complex and multifaceted nature. It symbolizes her capacity to adapt and survive, even in the face of adversity. Her shape-shifting abilities are also tied to her role as a goddess of sovereignty. In Welsh mythology, Rhiannon's connection to sovereignty is closely linked to her power over the land and its people. Her ability to change forms reflects her dynamic influence over the natural and supernatural realms. It is as if her very essence is fluid, moving effortlessly between different states and embodying the qualities of both power and grace. The stories of Rhiannon's mysterious nature are filled with intrigue and wonder. One of the most poignant myths involves her enchanted horses, which are said to run faster than the wind. These horses are not just animals but extensions of Rhiannon's own mystical power. They are often described as appearing and disappearing at will, much like Rhiannon herself, who is both present and elusive, a goddess who can touch the mortal world but remains just out of reach. Rhiannon's legend is a powerful reflection of the human fascination with the unknown and the divine. Her shape-shifting and seductive qualities evoke a sense of wonder and curiosity, inviting those who hear her stories to ponder the deeper mysteries of existence. The emotional impact of her myths lies in the way they capture the imagination, offering a glimpse into a world where the boundaries between reality and the supernatural are fluid and ever-changing. Her presence in Welsh mythology is a reminder of the power and beauty that lies beyond the ordinary. Rhiannon's allure is not just about physical beauty but also about the deeper, more profound qualities that make her a figure of great significance. Her shape-shifting abilities symbolize the complexity and depth of her character, showing that she is more than just a goddess of horses and sovereignty but also a being of immense power and mystery. In Rhiannon, we find a reflection of our own desires for freedom, beauty, and the ability to transcend the ordinary. Her stories are a testament to the enduring fascination with the divine and the magical, reminding us that there is always more to explore and understand in the world around us. Rhiannon's legacy is a powerful reminder of the beauty and mystery that lie just beyond the surface of our everyday lives. Persephone's story is one of profound transformation and haunting beauty. The tale of this Greek goddess captures the essence of duality. She is both a youthful maiden and the formidable queen of the underworld. Her presence bridges the worlds of light and darkness, weaving together the threads of life and death into a tapestry that resonates with the human experience. In her early life, Persephone is the embodiment of spring and renewal. As the daughter of Demeter, the goddess of agriculture, she brings forth the blossoms and fruits that symbolize new beginnings. Her presence in the world above is like the first light of dawn, offering a promise of growth and vitality. Persephone's innocence and beauty reflect the youthful exuberance of life as she dances through meadows and delights in the warmth of the sun. But Persephone's life takes a dramatic turn when she is abducted by Hades, the god of the underworld. This pivotal moment marks the beginning of her dual existence. In the dark and somber world of the dead, Persephone becomes the queen, ruling alongside Hades. Here, she transforms from a simple maiden into a powerful figure, overseeing the souls of the departed and maintaining the balance between the realms of the living and the dead. This dual role, one of light and one of shadow, brings a unique depth to Persephone's character. She is a symbol of how life and death are intertwined, each giving meaning to the other. Her presence in the underworld is not just about ruling over the dead, but also about representing the cyclical nature of existence. Persephone's journey reflects the inevitable transitions that define human life, from the joys of youth to the inevitability of death. Persephone's role in the cycles of life and death is a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between these two states. Each year, as Persephone returns to the surface, the world rejoices in the arrival of spring. Her return heralds the end of winter and the renewal of life, bringing warmth and growth. This cycle of returning to the underworld and emerging anew symbolizes the eternal rhythm of existence, where death is not an end but a part of a larger, ongoing process. The emotional depth of Persephone's story lies in its reflection of the human condition. Her life embodies the tension between innocence and experience, between the vibrant energy of youth and the somber wisdom of adulthood. Persephone's transition from a carefree maiden to a queen of the dead mirrors the journey that many face in their own lives, moving from moments of lightness to periods of challenge and reflection. Her story also touches on the themes of loss and renewal. Each time Persephone descends to the underworld, it marks a period of mourning and darkness for those above. Her absence symbolizes the grief and hardship that can accompany change. Yet, her eventual return brings hope and renewal, showing that even in the darkest times, there is a promise of new beginnings. Persephone's dual role as both a maiden and queen underscores the interconnectedness of life and death. Her existence straddles both realms, making her a powerful symbol of the cycle that governs all existence. The transition between the worlds of light and shadow that she embodies resonates deeply with the human experience, reflecting the natural ebb and flow of life itself. Through Persephone, we see a powerful representation of the human journey, a journey that moves between the joy of new beginnings and the inevitable challenges of endings. Her story reminds us of the beauty and complexity of the cycles that define our lives, offering a touching and profound reflection on the nature of existence. Pamama, the Inca goddess of fertility and agriculture, is an embodiment of the profound bond between humanity and the earth. Her essence is woven into the very fabric of nature, representing the life-giving force that nurtures and sustains all living things. Pachamama is not just a deity but a powerful symbol of the earth's rhythms and the cycles that govern agricultural prosperity. Her connection to the earth is both intimate and profound. Pachamama is often depicted as a nurturing mother, her embrace encompassing the land and all its bounty. To the ancient Incas, she was the sacred earth itself, a living entity that provided for them in every possible way. Her presence was felt in every harvest, every crop that grew from the soil, and every rainfall that quenched the earth's thirst. The land was not merely a resource but a divine gift, and Pachamama was the sacred force that made it fertile and abundant. The Incas revered Pachamama with rituals and ceremonies designed to honor her and ensure her continued favor. Agricultural fertility rites were central to these practices, reflecting the crucial role that Pachamama played in their survival and prosperity. The Inca people performed offerings to her with great reverence, understanding that their well-being was directly linked to her blessings. These rituals often involved sacrifices of animals or symbolic items, such as grains and chicha, a fermented corn drink, to show gratitude and seek her favor for a bountiful harvest. One of the most touching aspects of Pachamama's story is the deep respect the Incas had for the natural world. They believed that Pachamama's spirit was present in every corner of their environment, from the highest mountains to the deepest valleys. Her role in their agricultural practices was not just about ensuring a good crop, but also about maintaining a harmonious relationship with the earth. The rituals were an acknowledgement of the delicate balance that existed between humanity and nature, a reminder that their survival depended on their ability to honor and protect the land. The emotional weight of Pachamama's role can be seen in the way the Incas approached their agricultural rites. The ceremonies were infused with a profound sense of reverence and hope. Each planting season was an opportunity to connect with Pachamama, to offer her thanks for the previous harvest, and to request her continued support. These moments of prayer and offering were deeply personal and communal, binding the people together in their shared dependence on the earth's generosity. In the agricultural fertility rites, Pachamama's influence is felt in every aspect of the process. From preparing the fields to planting the seeds, each step was carried out with the understanding that it was done in her honor. The Incas would often bury small tokens of thanks or perform rituals to ensure that the soil remained fertile and productive. This was not just about achieving a successful harvest, but about cultivating a lasting relationship with the goddess who made it all possible. Pachamama's legacy is a testament to the profound connection between humans and the natural world. Her role in the fertility rites highlights the essential relationship that sustains life. Her presence is a constant reminder of the importance of respecting and nurturing the earth, recognizing that every bit of sustenance comes from her generous spirit. The rituals dedicated to her were not mere ceremonies, but acts of deep gratitude and acknowledgement of the life-giving force she embodied. The story of Pachamama is a poignant reminder of how interconnected we are with the world around us. Her influence on agriculture and fertility speaks to the heart of human existence, touching on the primal need to live in harmony with nature. The reverence shown to her by the Inca people reflects a profound understanding of the sacredness of the earth, a reminder that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. Pachamama's presence continues to inspire and touch the hearts of those who remember her. Her story is not just about ancient rituals, but about a timeless connection to the land that sustains us all. In honoring Pachamama, we are reminded of the deep and enduring relationship we have with the earth, and the sacred responsibility we carry to cherish and protect the world that nurtures us. Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love and beauty, is a figure whose allure has enchanted hearts across the ages. Her presence in mythology is a vivid tapestry of passion, beauty, and the complex emotions that come with love. Aphrodite embodies the essence of desire and attraction, her influence extending far beyond mere physical beauty to touch the very core of human connection and longing. From the moment Aphrodite emerges from the sea foam, she captivates all who lay eyes on her. Her beauty is so profound that it seems to transcend the physical realm, becoming a force that shapes the hearts and destinies of gods and mortals alike. The sheer impact of her presence is almost palpable, a magnetic pull that draws others to her with an irresistible charm. Her very essence is wrapped in the mysteries of love, making her a beacon for those who seek connection and romance. Aphrodite's influence on love and sexuality is both enchanting and turbulent. She holds the power to ignite passion and desire, creating bonds that can be both fulfilling and tumultuous. Her relationships, often fraught with conflict and intrigue, mirror the intense and sometimes painful nature of love itself. The stories surrounding her are a testament to the powerful emotions she evokes, as well as the conflicts that arise from the fierce intensity of her influence. One of the most famous myths involving Aphrodite is her role in the tale of the Judgment of Paris. In this myth, the goddess's beauty becomes the center of a divine contest, sparking a series of events that ultimately lead to the Trojan War. Paris, a prince of Troy, is tasked with judging which of three goddesses, Hera, Athena, or Aphrodite, is the fairest. Each goddess offers him a tempting bribe, but it is Aphrodite's promise of the most beautiful mortal woman, Helen of Sparta, that wins his favor. This decision, driven by Aphrodite's irresistible beauty, sets in motion a chain of events that lead to a decade-long war. The conflict that ensues highlights the potent and often destructive power of desire, showing how Aphrodite's influence can lead to both profound love and devastating conflict. Another poignant story is the myth of Adonis, a mortal whom Aphrodite falls deeply in love with. Their relationship is a beautiful yet tragic tale of love and loss. Adonis, a young and handsome mortal, captures Aphrodite's heart, but his fate is marred by his untimely death. Aphrodite's grief over his loss is profound, illustrating the depth of her vulnerability and the pain that can accompany love. Her mourning for Adonis becomes an annual cycle, marking the changing seasons and reflecting the eternal dance between life, love, and loss. Aphrodite's beauty and her ability to evoke strong emotions also lead to significant conflicts among the gods themselves. Her relationships are not just confined to the mortal realm, they extend into the divine sphere, often causing jealousy and strife. Her affair with Ares, the god of war, is a testament to how her allure can lead to complications and rivalries even among the Olympian deities. The love between Aphrodite and Ares is a passionate and illicit affair that creates tension and discord, showing how even the goddess of love is not immune to the complexities of her own influence. Aphrodite's impact on mythology is a vivid portrayal of the dual nature of love, its capacity to bring joy and fulfillment, as well as its potential to cause conflict and pain. Her beauty is both a blessing and a curse, a source of admiration and envy that can lead to both harmony and discord. The stories of Aphrodite are not just tales of romance, but reflections on the power of love to shape and sometimes shatter lives. Her role in these myths underscores the profound effect that love and beauty can have on individuals and the world around them. In the heart of Aphrodite's mythology lies a powerful reminder of the complexity of human emotions and relationships. Her influence on love and sexuality is a testament to the ways in which desire can drive both creative and destructive forces. Through her tales, we glimpse the timeless and universal nature of love, a force that can inspire, enthrall, and ultimately transform those who are touched by its power. Bastet's journey from a fierce lioness to a nurturing cat goddess is a story woven with contrasts as profound as they are compelling. This Egyptian goddess, initially revered as a powerful and fearsome lioness, transformed into a symbol of warmth, protection, and domestic harmony. Her evolution reflects a deeper narrative about the nature of strength and tenderness, and how they can coexist within a single divine presence. In her early form, Bastet was known as the fierce lioness goddess, embodying the raw power and untamed force of the wild. She was a guardian of the home, yet her protective nature was not to be taken lightly. In this form, she was a formidable warrior, capable of unleashing devastating force to safeguard her people. Her eyes blazed with the fire of the desert sun, and her roar could strike fear into the hearts of those who threatened the balance of life. But as time went on, Bastet's image softened, reflecting a profound shift in her role and demeanor. She transformed into a goddess of home and fertility, taking on the gentler form of a domestic cat. This change in appearance symbolized a shift from fierce protectiveness to nurturing care. Cats, revered for their grace and affection, became symbols of warmth, comfort, and domestic peace. Bastet, now depicted as a sleek, graceful cat, became the beloved protector of the home, embodying the essence of family and hearth. Despite this transformation, Bastet retained elements of her earlier, fiercer persona. Her protective instincts remained sharp, and she was known to fiercely defend her devotees against harm. The duality of her nature, balancing the wild and the domestic, meant that while she nurtured and cared for her followers, she also remained a powerful force capable of defending her realm. This blend of gentleness and strength made her a unique and deeply revered deity. One of the most poignant aspects of Bastet's mythology is her role in protecting the home and family. In ancient Egypt, households would honor Bastet with rituals and offerings, seeking her blessings for harmony and safety within their homes. She was believed to watch over children, safeguard the health of women, and bring peace and joy to family life. Her presence in the home was a comforting reminder that even in the chaos of daily life, there was a divine guardian who cared deeply for their well-being. Yet, Bastet's protective nature also had a fierce side. When angered or when her people faced grave danger, her wrath could be swift and unyielding. In one famous myth, when the goddess Ra, the sun god, was threatened by the serpent Apophis, Bastet's fierce lioness form was summoned to help defeat the evil creature. This story highlights how her nurturing side was not a weakness but a strength that could become formidable when necessary. Her ability to protect her people in both gentle and fierce ways made her a powerful and beloved goddess. The tales of Bastet also include moments of vengeance, where her protective instincts led her to act decisively against those who threatened her domain. In these stories, her wrath was not a random act of violence, but a necessary response to restore balance and justice. Her fierce retribution was seen as a way of maintaining harmony and order, demonstrating that her love for her people was matched by her commitment to ensuring their safety. Bastet's evolution from a lioness to a cat goddess embodies a beautiful narrative of transformation and duality. It reflects the complex nature of protection and care, showing that strength and tenderness can coexist harmoniously. Her stories touch on the deep-seated need for both protection and nurture in our lives, illustrating how love can be both gentle and fierce, comforting and commanding. Through Bastet's mythology, we see the profound impact of a deity who, despite her shifting forms, remains a constant presence of care and protection. Her journey from the wild to the domestic realm is a testament to the enduring power of love and the multifaceted nature of guardianship. The heart of Bastet's story lies in her ability to embody the full spectrum of protection, from the soft purrs of a nurturing cat to the fierce roar of a lioness defending her realm. Hera, the Greek goddess of marriage and family, embodies a complex blend of grace and fury. Her presence in mythology is marked by an intense, almost unbearable passion for the sanctity of marriage and the familial bonds that it represents. As the queen of the gods and the wife of Zeus, Hera's role is both revered and feared, her heart a battleground of love, loyalty, and overwhelming jealousy. The story of Hera is deeply intertwined with her unyielding commitment to marriage and family. Her role as the protector of these sacred institutions places her in a position of great power, but also exposes her to intense emotional struggles. Her love for Zeus, though genuine, is tainted by a recurring betrayal that stirs a tempest of jealousy and anger within her. Hera's vengeful side is most vividly illustrated by her reactions to Zeus's numerous infidelities. Each time Zeus strays, Hera's wrath is unleashed with a ferocity that leaves a trail of suffering and chaos. One of the most heart-wrenching examples of her jealousy is the story of Heracles, the son of Zeus and the mortal Alcmene. Hera's envy and anger towards the child born from her husband's infidelity manifest in relentless cruelty. She tries to kill Heracles from infancy, sending serpents into his cradle and later orchestrating a series of challenges that test his strength and resilience. Her relentless pursuit of vengeance against those connected to Zeus's betrayals demonstrates the extent of her wounded pride and the pain she endures due to her husband's unfaithfulness. Hera's intense jealousy extends beyond mere infidelity. It reaches into the very fabric of her interactions with mortals and gods alike. Her animosity often results in dramatic and painful consequences. In another myth, Hera's jealousy fuels a vendetta against Leto, another of Zeus's lovers, who was pregnant with Apollo and Artemis. Hera's jealousy drives her to punish Leto, preventing her from finding a place to give birth, leading to Leto's desperate search for a safe haven. Hera's actions cause immense suffering, reflecting how her anger can disrupt lives and perpetuate cycles of pain. Yet, Hera's role as a goddess of marriage is not solely defined by her vengeful reactions. Her intense emotions and actions are rooted in a deep sense of betrayal and a desire to uphold the sanctity of marriage. This aspect of her character reveals the emotional depth and the personal cost of her divine role. Her jealousy, while destructive, is also a testament to the profound pain of betrayal and the struggle to maintain dignity and honor in a relationship marred by infidelity. Hera's mythological dramas often revolve around the conflicts that arise from her marriage. The goddess's interactions with other figures in mythology frequently highlight the strains of marital relationships, where loyalty is tested and trust is shattered. Her intense emotional responses serve as a mirror to the struggles faced by those in committed relationships, offering a glimpse into the complexity of love, commitment, and the heartache that can accompany them. The drama of Hera's life, punctuated by her vengeful outbursts and intense jealousy, underscores the human-like struggles of divine beings. Her story is not just one of a goddess scorned, but a poignant reflection of the pain and turmoil that arise from unfulfilled expectations and the quest to preserve what is sacred. Hera's role in these mythological dramas reveals the profound impact of betrayal on her spirit and the lengths to which she will go to assert her dignity and maintain the sanctity of her marriage. Through Hera's fierce emotions and the dramatic stories surrounding her, we gain insight into the deep, often painful complexities of love and loyalty. Her character serves as a powerful symbol of the struggles inherent in human relationships, where trust is fragile and the impact of betrayal can be devastating. Her story resonates with anyone who has ever grappled with the intense emotions of jealousy and the desire to protect what one holds dear. Dionysus, the Greek god of wine and ecstasy, stands apart in mythology not just for his divine status, but for his profound influence on the emotional and spiritual lives of those who followed him. Unlike the goddesses whose stories we've explored, Dionysus was a male deity whose impact was felt intensely through his wild festivals and the ecstatic rites he inspired. Dionysus's essence is entwined with the celebration of life's most primal experiences. As the god of wine, his influence brought about a liberation from the ordinary constraints of life. His festivals, known as Dionysian rites, were anything but conventional. These celebrations were marked by unrestrained joy, frenzied dance, and a collective sense of freedom that defied the everyday rules of society. At the heart of Dionysus's festivals were the Maenads, his devoted female followers. These women, often depicted in a state of ecstatic frenzy, would abandon their daily lives to participate in rituals that celebrated Dionysus's divine presence. The Maenads were known for their wild behavior, which included dancing to the point of madness, engaging in trance-like states, and reveling in the intoxicating effects of wine. Their ecstatic experiences were seen as both a form of worship and a means of escaping the mundane struggles of their everyday existence. The Dionysian rites were transformative events where ordinary rules were suspended. Wine, as a symbol of Dionysus's power, acted as a medium through which his followers could experience a heightened state of consciousness. The effects of the wine, combined with the wild dances and chants, allowed the participants to connect with the divine in a way that transcended rational thought. The boundaries between the human and the divine blurred, and the participants felt as if they were touching something eternal and beyond their usual reach. For the Maenads, Dionysus's festivals were not merely about indulgence, but about a deeper connection to something greater than themselves. The ecstatic experiences allowed them to explore and express their innermost desires and emotions. In these moments, they found a kind of freedom that was rare in the constraints of their regular lives. Their ecstatic dances and frenzied movements were not just acts of worship but expressions of a profound, almost primal release from societal norms. Yet, Dionysus's influence was not always gentle. His power could be overwhelming, and those who engaged with him were sometimes driven to extremes. The intensity of the Dionysian rites could lead to a loss of control, where the ecstatic state crossed into violence and chaos. Stories from mythology recount how the Maenads, in their fervor, could become uncontrollable and destructive, even tearing apart animals or people in their wild abandon. This darker side of Dionysos's influence highlights the unpredictable nature of divine ecstasy and the potential for its overwhelming force to lead to both joy and chaos. Despite this, Dionysos's role was not solely one of madness and destruction. His festivals also celebrated the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. The intense experiences associated with his rites were symbolic of the transformative power of nature itself. Just as wine ferments and transforms, so too did the rites represent the idea that life's trials and struggles could lead to renewal and enlightenment. Dionysos's influence was thus a double-edged sword, offering both the potential for ecstatic joy and the risk of losing oneself in the process. Through his festivals and the worship of the Maenads, Dionysus offered a unique window into the human condition. His influence on women and the emotional freedom he inspired through his rites revealed a powerful and often raw aspect of divine interaction. The ecstatic experiences associated with his worship provided a way for individuals to connect with something far beyond their daily lives, tapping into a primal sense of freedom and transcendence. Dionysus's story, with its wild festivals and intense rites, continues to captivate the imagination. His role as the god of wine and ecstasy showcases the profound impact that such divine figures had on the lives of their worshippers. The ecstatic celebrations and the intense experiences they fostered are a testament to the powerful ways in which the divine can touch and transform the human spirit. Freya, the Norse goddess of love and fertility, is a figure who embodies a breathtaking blend of passion, power, and mystery. Her presence in the myths of the Norse world is both alluring and formidable, weaving together the threads of love, lust, and war into a tapestry that reveals the complexity of her divine nature. Freya's allure is undeniable. She is often depicted as the epitome of beauty and desire, a goddess whose very presence sparks longing and admiration. Her golden hair, often associated with the rich, golden fields of fertility, is as mesmerizing as the stories that surround her. As the goddess of love and fertility, Freya's influence extends beyond mere attraction. She is the embodiment of desire and the life-giving force that nurtures creation. But Freya's character is not confined to the serene and tender aspects of love alone. Her realm encompasses the fierce and intense dimensions of life. She is also closely associated with war and battle, a duality that sets her apart from many other deities. This fierce side of Freya reveals itself through her role as the chooser of the slain. In the aftermath of battle, she has the power to select the bravest warriors to join her in Valhalla, the great hall of the fallen. This is not merely an aspect of her divinity, it is a testament to her commanding presence in both life and death. In the myths, Freya's pursuit of lovers is as passionate as it is relentless. Her story is filled with accounts of her ardent quests to reclaim lost love or to seek out new passions. One of the most vivid tales involves her search for her missing husband, Ar. Driven by love and longing, Freya traverses the realms, enduring great hardships and using her formidable magical abilities to find him. Her devotion is not only a reflection of her love, but also a testament to her strength and determination. This pursuit illustrates how her emotions drive her actions, making her both a figure of immense power and deep vulnerability. Freya's magical practices add another layer to her intriguing character. She is known for her mastery of Sigr, an ancient form of Norse magic that involves divination and shapeshifting. Through Sigr, Freya could foretell the future, influence events, and even transform herself into different forms. This magical prowess not only amplifies her divine status, but also underscores her role as a powerful and enigmatic force. The practice of Sigr was often associated with women who possessed extraordinary wisdom and power, placing Freya at the center of these mystical traditions. Her magical abilities and her fierce pursuit of love are intertwined with her role in Norse mythology, creating a figure who is both nurturing and fearsome. Freya's capacity for love is matched by her ability to wield immense power, reflecting the complex interplay between creation and destruction. Her presence in the myths serves as a reminder of the profound and sometimes turbulent nature of love itself. In her role as a goddess of fertility, Freya's influence is also deeply connected to the natural world. She is a nurturer of life, ensuring that the cycles of growth and renewal continue. Her association with the earth and its bounty further illustrates her role as a life-giver and protector. This aspect of her divinity ensures that she is revered not just for her beauty and power, but also for her fundamental role in the continuation of life. Freya's dual nature, her ability to embody both love and war, tenderness and strength, makes her a deeply compelling figure in Norse mythology. Her stories are a testament to the multifaceted nature of human experience, where passion and power coexist and where the pursuit of love can lead to both joy and strife. Her influence extends through the realms of the living and the dead, bridging the gap between the realms of passion and battle, nurturing and conflict. The myths of Freya capture the essence of a goddess who is as complex as she is enchanting. Her tales of love, magic, and war reveal a divine being who is deeply intertwined with the fabric of life and death, embodying the full spectrum of human experience. Freya's story is one of passion and power, a reflection of the intense and often turbulent nature of both love and divinity. Anana, the Sumerian goddess of love and war, is a figure whose story resonates with both the passion of the human heart and the fierceness of battle. Her tale is one of grandeur and vulnerability, weaving a narrative that explores the deepest corners of desire, power, and transformation. Anana's descent into the underworld is one of the most profound myths of ancient Sumer. This journey is not just a physical descent, but a symbolic voyage into the heart of darkness, where the goddess confronts the very essence of mortality and power. As she descends, Anana sheds her divine regalia, symbolizing a stripping away of her worldly identity and status. She faces the formidable queen of the underworld, Ereshkigal, in a realm where light and joy are absent, and where only the raw forces of life and death hold sway. The descent into the underworld is more than a mere tale of a goddess's journey. It is a powerful symbol of transformation and rebirth. Anana's journey represents the cycles of life, death, and regeneration, showing that even a goddess must confront the shadowy parts of existence to emerge renewed. This journey reflects the human experience of facing profound challenges and emerging stronger, symbolizing the transformative power of confronting our deepest fears. But Anana is not just a goddess of descent and transformation, she is equally known for her fierce sexual and martial aspects. Her love and passion are legendary, embodying the sensual and compelling force of attraction. Anana's sexuality is not merely about desire, but also about power and control. Her relationships are marked by a deep intensity, and her love is as commanding as it is affectionate. Her sexual prowess is a central aspect of her identity, representing both the joy and complexity of human intimacy. Anana's martial side is equally striking. As a goddess of war, she embodies the strength and fierceness of battle. She is a warrior who leads her armies with courage and strategic brilliance. Her presence in war is not just about conflict, but about the power and authority she wields. Her martial aspect is closely tied to her role as a protector and ruler, emphasizing that she is as formidable in battle as she is enchanting in love. Anana's duality is captured in her capacity to embody both love and war. She is a goddess who embraces the full spectrum of human experience, from the tender and passionate to the fierce and commanding. Her story illustrates the ways in which love and power are intertwined, showing that even in the realms of the divine, the forces of desire and conflict are deeply connected. Anana's myth serves as a powerful reminder of the complexities of both love and power. Her descent into the underworld is not just a story of loss, but a testament to the strength found in vulnerability and transformation. Her sexual and martial aspects reflect the multifaceted nature of her divinity, revealing a goddess who embodies the full range of human emotions and experiences. The tale of Anana is a testament to the depth and richness of ancient mythology. It captures the essence of a goddess who is both a lover and a warrior, whose story speaks to the profound and often turbulent nature of existence. Her journey through the underworld and her powerful presence in love and battle make her a figure whose legacy continues to resonate through the ages, reminding us of the enduring power of transformation, desire, and strength. Lilith's story begins in the shadows of ancient myths, a figure whose presence both fascinates and terrifies. She emerges as one of the most enigmatic characters in Jewish folklore, her origins and transformations woven through the tapestry of myth. Lilith is often portrayed as the first wife of Adam, created by God from the same soil as him. Unlike Eve, who was made from Adam's rib, Lilith's creation from the same earth signifies her equality to Adam. But this equality becomes the root of her rebellion. Lilith, fiercely independent and unwilling to submit to Adam's dominance, defies him and ultimately leaves the Garden of Eden. Her departure marks the beginning of her transformation from a figure of early rebellion into a symbol of seduction and defiance. As Lilith moves through the layers of mythology, her image shifts dramatically. She transforms into a demonic figure, often depicted as a seductress who preys upon men. In this role, she is a powerful symbol of temptation and danger. Lilith's seductive nature is not merely about physical allure, but also represents a deeper challenge to established norms and authority. Her presence in folklore becomes a warning against the dangers of female sexuality and independence, reflecting societal fears and tensions. The myths surrounding Lilith are filled with vivid imagery and haunting tales. In some traditions, she is described as a dark, winged creature who roams the night, haunting men's dreams and stealing the breath of infants. These stories paint Lilith as a figure of both fear and fascination, embodying the primal anxieties associated with the unknown and the otherworldly. Her transformation into a demoness reflects a profound shift from her original role as a rebellious wife to a more sinister figure who disrupts the natural order. Lilith's role as a seductress is deeply intertwined with her rebellious spirit. Her seduction is not just about allure, it's about challenging the status quo and defying the roles imposed upon her. Lilith represents a powerful force of change, a figure who refuses to be constrained by traditional expectations. Her sexuality becomes a means of asserting her autonomy and power, making her a symbol of female empowerment and rebellion against patriarchal control. Throughout her mythological journey, Lilith remains a complex and multifaceted figure. She is both a symbol of danger and a representation of the strength found in defiance. Her story is a reflection of the struggles between autonomy and submission, freedom and control. Lilith's transformation from Adam's first wife to a demonic seductress underscores the dramatic shifts in how she is perceived, highlighting the deep-seated fears and desires that shape her myth. The tale of Lilith is a powerful and evocative narrative that continues to captivate and intrigue. Her evolution from a rebellious wife to a feared demoness reveals the profound impact of myths on the human psyche, showing how legends can shape and reflect societal attitudes towards power, sexuality, and rebellion. Lilith's story remains a potent reminder of the complex interplay between myth and human experience, capturing the essence of a figure who embodies both the allure and the danger of defying convention. In the midst of ancient Celtic legends, a figure emerges, both fearsome and fascinating, the Morrigan, the goddess of war and fate. Her presence is felt on the battlefield, where the clash of swords and the cries of warriors echo under her watchful eyes. The Morrigan is not just a goddess, she is a force of nature, a harbinger of doom, and a symbol of unyielding power. The Morrigan's most intriguing aspect is her shape-shifting ability. She can transform into a raven, a wolf, or even a cow, each form carrying its own symbolic weight. As a raven, she perches on the shoulders of dying warriors, her black wings a dark omen of death. Her eyes gleam with a prophetic light, foretelling the outcomes of battles and the fates of those who dare to defy her. The sight of a raven on the battlefield sends shivers down the spines of even the bravest fighters, for it is a sign that the Morrigan is near, watching, waiting. Her connection to battle and death is deep and profound. The Morrigan does not merely witness the chaos of war, she revels in it, drawing strength from the bloodshed and the cries of the fallen. She strides through the carnage, her presence both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Warriors pray to her for victory, knowing that her favor can turn the tide of battle. Yet, her favor is fickle, and she can just as easily bring destruction to those who displease her. The Morrigan's relationship with war is one of both creation and annihilation, embodying the dual nature of life and death. Stories of the Morrigan's prophetic powers are as numerous as they are chilling. One such tale tells of the hero Cuchulainn, who encounters the Morrigan several times throughout his life. Disguised in various forms, she warns him of his impending doom, offering both guidance and challenge. In one encounter, she appears as a young maiden and tries to seduce him, but he rejects her advances. Angered, the Morrigan transforms into a series of animals, a red-eared heifer, a black eel, and a gray wolf, to hinder him in battle. Despite her efforts, Cuchulainn wounds her each time, but the encounters serve as grim reminders of his inescapable fate. The Morrigan's destructive powers are legendary. She can incite fury and madness in warriors, turning friends against each other and sowing discord among armies. Her presence can cause rivers to run red with blood and skies to darken with storm clouds. In the chaos of battle, the Morrigan is a catalyst for destruction, her laughter echoing through the screams and the clashing steel. Her power is not just physical but psychological, as she preys on the fears and doubts of those who face her. One of the most poignant stories of the Morrigan involves her role in the epic Battle of Mag Twyred, where the gods of the Tuatha De Danann fight the demonic Fomorians. The Morrigan, with her prophetic and destructive powers, plays a crucial part in the battle's outcome. She incites the warriors with her fierce cries, her raven form swooping down to strike terror into the hearts of the Fomorians. As the battle rages on, she chants spells of power and destruction, ensuring the victory of the Tuatha De Danann. Her presence on the battlefield is both a boon and a curse, for while she aids her allies, the carnage and death she brings are immense. The Morrigan's influence extends beyond the battlefield. She is also a goddess of fate, weaving the threads of destiny for gods and mortals alike. Her prophecies are not to be taken lightly, as they often come to pass in the most unexpected and devastating ways. Those who seek her counsel do so with a mixture of hope and dread, for the Morrigan's visions are as likely to bring despair as they are to offer guidance. Her role as a fate weaver underscores her immense power and the inescapable nature of her influence. The Morrigan's tales are a testament to the raw, untamed forces of nature and the human psyche. She embodies the chaotic, destructive aspects of war and death, yet also the profound and inevitable nature of fate. Her stories are filled with blood and fury, but also with moments of eerie calm and prophetic insight. The Morrigan is a goddess who defies simple categorization. Her essence is fluid and changeable as the form she takes. Her presence in Celtic mythology is a reminder of the thin veil between life and death, order and chaos. The Morrigan stands at the threshold, a guardian of the mysteries of existence, her eyes ever watchful, her powers ever potent. To invoke the Morrigan is to summon the very essence of war and fate, to embrace the fearsome and the awe-inspiring. She is a goddess who commands respect and reverence, her name whispered with both dread and admiration. In the end, the Morrigan stories are not just tales of terror and destruction, but also of the profound and unyielding power of fate. She is a goddess who reminds us that in the midst of chaos and death, there is also the inexorable force of destiny, guiding and shaping the course of the world. The Morrigan is a figure who captivates the imagination and stirs the soul, her legend as enduring and powerful as the forces she embodies. In the darkest corners of ancient Greek mythology, where shadows play and whispers linger, Hecydy stands as a figure of immense power and mystery. She is the goddess of witchcraft and the underworld, a beacon for those who walk the path of the occult and necromancy. Hecydy's presence is both feared and revered, her influence spanning centuries and shaping the way we perceive witchcraft today. Hecydy's connection to necromancy is profound and haunting. As the goddess who presides over the boundaries of the living and the dead, she holds the keys to the secrets of the underworld. Her ability to summon spirits and communicate with the deceased makes her an essential figure in the world of necromancy. In ancient times, those who sought to commune with the dead would invoke Hecydy's name, hoping to gain her favor and guidance. Her presence during these rituals was palpable, the air thick with her power and the faint scent of incense mingling with fear and anticipation. Stories of Hecydy's necromantic abilities are filled with eerie beauty. One such tale speaks of her summoning the ghost of Achilles to answer questions about the afterlife. In the dead of night, under a moonlit sky, she would call upon the spirits, her voice a low, melodic chant that resonated with the very essence of the earth. The spirits, drawn to her power, would rise from their graves, their translucent forms shimmering in the darkness. Hecate's connection to these otherworldly beings was unbreakable, her control over them absolute. Hecate's influence extends beyond the ancient myths and into modern perceptions of witchcraft. Today, she is seen as a symbol of empowerment for those who practice the craft. Her image, often depicted holding torches or a key, represents the light she brings to those who seek knowledge and the doorways she opens to the mysteries of the occult. Modern witches invoke Hecate's name in their rituals, drawing on her strength and wisdom to guide their practices. She is a guardian of the arcane, her spirit alive in every spell cast and every potion brewed. The modern witch, inspired by Hecate, embraces her dual nature. Hecate is both a protector and a destroyer, a nurturer and a bringer of chaos. She teaches that true power comes from understanding and accepting both the light and the dark within oneself. This duality is central to many contemporary practices of witchcraft, where balance is key, and the acknowledgement of one's shadow self is essential for growth and transformation. Hecate's wisdom, passed down through the ages, is a reminder that the path of the witch is not an easy one, but it is a journey worth undertaking. Hecate's presence in modern witchcraft is also evident in the way she is celebrated. Festivals and rituals dedicated to her honor the cycles of life and death, echoing the ancient rites performed in her name. On nights of the full moon, practitioners gather to pay homage to Hecate, their rituals a blend of old traditions and new interpretations. They light candles and torches, symbolizing her role as a guide through the darkness, and offer sacrifices of food and drink, just as their ancestors did. These ceremonies are a testament to Hecate's enduring legacy and her continued relevance in the world of witchcraft. One cannot speak of Hecate without mentioning her association with crossroads. In ancient times, crossroads were seen as places of great power, where the veil between worlds was thin. Hecate, as the goddess of boundaries, was believed to dwell at these intersections, watching over those who dared to seek her out. Travelers would leave offerings at crossroads to gain her protection, and witches would perform their most potent spells there, drawing on the energy of the intersecting paths. Even today, the symbolism of the crossroads remains strong in witchcraft, representing choices, transitions, and the potential for new beginnings. Hecate's role in the occult is not limited to necromancy and witchcraft. She is also a goddess of wisdom and transformation. Her ability to navigate the realms of the living and the dead gives her unparalleled insight into the mysteries of existence. Those who seek enlightenment turn to Hecate for guidance, trusting in her ability to illuminate the darkest corners of the soul. Her torches, a symbol of knowledge and clarity, light the way for those who are lost, offering hope and direction in times of uncertainty. The tales of Hecate are woven with threads of magic and mystery, her story a tapestry of power and transformation. She is a goddess who defies easy categorization, her influence as vast and varied as the night sky. Through her connection to the underworld and her mastery of necromancy, she embodies the ultimate balance of life and death. In modern witchcraft, Hecate continues to inspire and empower, her legacy a testament to the enduring power of the ancient gods. In invoking Hecate, one does not simply call upon a deity, one steps into a lineage of power and wisdom that spans millennia. She is the embodiment of the witch's journey, a guide through the darkest nights and the deepest mysteries. Her name, whispered in rituals and chanted in spells, carries the weight of centuries, her presence a reminder of the unbroken chain of practitioners who have walked this path before. Hecate is more than a goddess, she is a symbol of the eternal quest for knowledge and the transformative power of the occult. In the beginning, when the universe was a formless void, there was Eurynomé, the Greek primordial goddess of all things. She emerged from the chaos, a figure of immense power and beauty, dancing across the endless expanse. Her dance was one of creation, each step shaping the cosmos and giving birth to the world as we know it. Eurynome's role in creation myths is both profound and enchanting. She separated the sky from the sea, creating the foundations of the earth. Her movements were graceful yet filled with purpose, each swirl and twirl generating the elements and the very fabric of existence. As she danced, her presence filled the cosmos with life and energy, transforming the chaotic nothingness into a harmonious symphony of creation. Her association with primal chaos is a testament to her unparalleled power. In a realm where nothing existed, Eurynomie's very being brought order and structure. She tamed the wild, untamed forces of the universe, weaving them into the intricate patterns that form our world. Her dance was not just an act of creation but a demonstration of her ability to harness the raw, chaotic energy of the cosmos and mold it into something beautiful and meaningful. Eurynomie's sexual and generative aspects are equally captivating. In her myth, she mates with the serpent Ophion, entwining with him in a cosmic embrace. From their union, the world takes shape. This act is a powerful symbol of the creative force of sexuality, of the union between different energies to produce life and growth. Their coupling is not just a physical act, but a metaphysical one, representing the merging of chaos and order, of potential and reality. The myth of Eurynomie and Ophion is filled with passion and intensity. As they entwined, their movements created the mountains, rivers, and valleys. Their breath became the winds, and their whispers the songs of the earth. This primal act of creation is both intimate and vast, reflecting the boundless potential that lies within the union of opposites. Eurynomie's generative power is further emphasized in her ability to lay the cosmic egg. After her union with Ophion, she lays an egg that contains all the seeds of life. This egg, a symbol of fertility and potential, holds within it the promise of the universe. From it hatches all the living beings, the stars, and the planets, each one a testament to Eurynomie's creative power. Her dance and her union with Ophion are not merely acts of creation but expressions of her essence. Eurynomie is the embodiment of life itself, of the continuous cycle of birth, growth, and renewal. Her story is one of transformation and evolution, of the constant interplay between chaos and order, between destruction and creation. In the modern world, Eurynomie's legacy lives on in the way we understand creation and the creative process. She is a reminder that from chaos comes order, that from the unknown comes knowledge. Her dance is a metaphor for the journey of discovery and creation that we all undertake, each step bringing us closer to understanding and fulfillment. Eurynomie's influence extends beyond mythology into our daily lives. Her story teaches us about the power of creativity, of the importance of embracing both chaos and order in our pursuits. She inspires us to dance through life, to find beauty and meaning in the chaos, and to create with passion and purpose. As we reflect on Eurynomie's story, we are reminded of the boundless potential that lies within each of us. Her dance is a call to embrace our creative power, to recognize the generative force within us, and to use it to shape our world. Whether through art, music, science, or any other form of expression, we are all participants in the cosmic dance of creation. Eurynomie's tale is one of hope and inspiration. From the formless void, she brought forth the universe, demonstrating the incredible power of creation that lies within us all. Her dance, her union with Ophion, and the birth of the cosmic egg are symbols of the endless possibilities that life holds. In honoring Eurynomie, we honor the creative spirit within ourselves. We recognize the importance of balance, of embracing both the chaos and the order in our lives. Her story is a reminder that we are all creators, capable of shaping our own destinies and the world around us. Eurynomie's dance continues to resonate through the ages, a timeless symbol of the power and beauty of creation. Her legacy is a testament to the enduring power of myth and the timeless truths that it holds. Through her story, we are inspired to dance our own dance, to create with passion and purpose, and to embrace the boundless potential that lies within us. In the heart of ancient Wales, where the mists cling to the hills and valleys, there exists the tale of Ceridwen, the goddess of wisdom and transformation. Her story is woven with magic, potions, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge, casting a spell that lingers even today. Ceridwen's cauldron, the source of her immense power, bubbled with a potion that held the secrets of the universe. This brew, known as On, could grant the drinker the gifts of inspiration and profound wisdom. Ceridwen, driven by a mother's love and a sorceress's skill, intended this potion for her son, Morfran, hoping to compensate for his physical ugliness with unmatched intellect and talent. For a year and a day, Ceridwen toiled, gathering the rarest ingredients and stirring the potion with precise incantations. The cauldron needed constant attention, and so she enlisted the help of a young servant named Gwayan Bok to tend the fire and stir the brew. As the potion neared completion, the transformative magic within it grew ever stronger, humming with an almost sentient energy. One fateful day, as Ceridwen stepped away, 3 drops of the potent brew splashed onto Gwayan's thumb. Instinctively, he licked his thumb, and in that moment, he was granted the wisdom and foresight Ceridwen had intended for her son. Realizing the immense knowledge he had accidentally acquired, Gwayan fled, knowing the wrath of the goddess would soon follow. Ceridwen, upon discovering what had happened, was consumed by a mix of fury and determination. The chase that ensued was one of magical transformations, a dance of predator and prey. Gwayan used his newfound abilities to shift shapes in a desperate bid to escape Ceridwen's vengeance. He transformed into a hare, swift and nimble, but Ceridwen pursued him as a greyhound, her speed unmatched. Desperation fueled Gwayan's transformations. He became a fish, darting through the river's currents, only for Ceridwen to become an otter, sleek and relentless in her pursuit. As a bird, Gwayan soared into the skies, but Ceridwen followed as a hawk, her talons sharp and eyes unyielding. Finally, in a frantic bid for safety, Gwayan turned into a single grain of corn, hoping to hide amongst a field of countless others. Yet Ceridwen, in her determination, became a hen and pecked at the ground until she found the grain that was Gwayan. She swallowed him whole, and within her, the cycle of transformation reached its peak. 9 months later, she gave birth to him anew, but instead of exacting her vengeance, she could not bring herself to kill the child. She cast him into the sea, where he was later found and became the great bard Taliesin, renowned for his wisdom and poetic gift. Ceridwen's story does not end with this act of transformation and rebirth. Her pursuit of knowledge was unending, and her role as a goddess of wisdom continued to shape the world around her. She was a guardian of the mystical arts, her cauldron a symbol of the endless quest for understanding and enlightenment. Her magic was not just in the potion she brewed, but in the very essence of transformation, of changing from one state to another, of growth and renewal. Her vengeance, while fierce, was tempered by the wisdom she sought. She embodied the duality of creation and destruction, of knowledge and power. Her pursuit of Gwayan was not merely an act of anger, but a test of his worthiness to hold the wisdom he had accidentally gained. In the end, it was through this trial that he emerged as Taliesin, a figure of legendary intellect and artistry. Ceridwen's tale is one of profound lessons and deep emotion. It speaks of a mother's love and a sorceress's power, of the relentless pursuit of knowledge and the transformative magic that lies within us all. Her story is a reminder that wisdom often comes through trials, that transformation is an essential part of growth, and that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey without end. In the ancient mists of Wales, Ceridwen's cauldron still simmers, a symbol of the eternal quest for wisdom and the transformative power of magic. Her legacy is one of inspiration, urging us to seek knowledge, embrace change, and understand that even in vengeance, there can be profound lessons and growth. Her story continues to enchant, a timeless dance of wisdom and transformation that resonates through the ages. In the heart of ancient Canaan, where the desert winds whispered through the palm trees and the stars shone brightly in the night sky, there was Astarte, a goddess of unparalleled power and beauty. Her influence spanned both the sacred rituals of fertility and the fierce cries of battle, embodying the duality of life and death, creation and destruction. Astarte was a vision of contradictions, her presence evoking both reverence and fear. She stood as a beacon of fertility, her divine essence nurturing the earth, ensuring the cycles of growth and harvest. Yet, in her eyes burned the fire of a warrior, unyielding and fierce. Her dual nature was celebrated and feared, worshipped and respected by those who sought her favor. In the early light of dawn, when the first rays of the sun kissed the fertile soil, Astarte's role as a fertility goddess came to life. She was the breath of spring, the tender touch that coaxed seeds to sprout and flowers to bloom. Farmers and shepherds would offer prayers and sacrifices to her, seeking her blessings for bountiful harvests and thriving livestock. They believed that her favor would bring prosperity and abundance, filling their granaries and ensuring the survival of their people. Rituals dedicated to Astarte were rich with symbolism and emotion. In sacred groves and temples, her followers would gather, their hearts filled with hope and devotion. They performed dances and songs, their movements mirroring the cycles of nature, celebrating the life-giving force that Astarte embodied. Offerings of fruits, grains, and animals were made, each one a plea for her benevolence and a token of gratitude for her gifts. Yet, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the shadows grew long, Astarte's other aspect emerged. Under the cloak of night, she transformed into a goddess of war, her visage fierce and commanding. Her warriors would call upon her before battle, seeking her strength and protection. They believed that Astarte's presence would lead them to victory, her power coursing through their veins as they faced their enemies. In the heat of battle, Astarte's influence was palpable. Her warriors fought with unparalleled ferocity, their spirits ignited by her martial prowess. She was the embodiment of courage and might, her presence a beacon of hope and fearlessness. The clash of swords and the cries of war were echoes of her power, a testament to her dual nature as both nurturer and destroyer. Astarte's influence extended beyond the battlefield and the fertile fields. She was a goddess who held sway over the hearts and minds of her people, her presence a constant reminder of the delicate balance between creation and destruction. In times of peace, her followers honored her with feasts and celebrations, their joy and gratitude a reflection of her nurturing spirit. In times of conflict, they invoked her name with fervor, their determination and bravery a testament to her strength. The ancient Near Eastern cultures that worshipped Astarte were deeply influenced by her dual nature. She was a symbol of the interconnectedness of life and death, fertility and war. Her myths and legends were woven into the very fabric of their societies, shaping their beliefs and guiding their actions. Astarte's story was one of resilience and power, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the forces of life and death were inextricably linked. Through the ages, Astarte's legacy endured. Her name echoed through the annals of history, her dual nature inspiring countless tales of love, war, and renewal. She was a goddess who transcended boundaries, her influence felt in every aspect of life. In the hearts of her followers, she was a beacon of hope and strength, her presence a testament to the enduring power of the divine feminine. As the stars shone brightly in the night sky, the people of ancient Canaan would look to the heavens, their hearts filled with reverence for Astarte. They saw in her the embodiment of all that was sacred and powerful, a goddess whose dual nature reflected the complexity of the world around them. In their prayers and rituals, in their battles and harvests, they honored her, their devotion a testament to her enduring influence. Astarte's story is one of profound beauty and power, a tale that resonates with the timeless themes of life and death, love and war. Her dual nature as a goddess of fertility and martial prowess is a reminder of the delicate balance that exists in the world, a balance that she embodied with grace and strength. Her legacy endures, a testament to the enduring power of the divine and the eternal dance of creation and destruction. In the ancient land of Sumer, where the fertile plain stretched as far as the eye could see and the rivers Tigris and Euphrates gave life to the earth, Nin Hereg reigned supreme as the great earth goddess. She was the heart of the land, the pulse of creation, and the essence of fertility. Her presence was felt in every sprout that broke through the soil, in every birth, and in every breath of life. Nin Hereg's role in the myths of creation was one of profound significance. She was the mother of all, the one who shaped humanity from the very clay of the earth. Her hands, gentle yet powerful, molded the first humans, breathing life into them with a touch imbued with divine grace. The people of Sumer believed that without Nin Hereg, life itself would not exist, for she was the source of all creation. Her interactions with other deities were legendary, filled with tales of love, conflict, and cooperation. One of the most poignant stories is her relationship with Enki, the god of wisdom and water. Together, they played pivotal roles in the creation of life. Enki, with his vast knowledge and boundless creativity, often collaborated with Nin Hereg to bring forth new forms of life. But their relationship was not without strife. In one tale, Enki, in his insatiable curiosity, consumed forbidden plants, which caused him great pain and threatened his life. It was Nin Hereg who came to his aid, drawing upon her healing powers to save him. As she tended to his wounds, her compassion and care were evident, and she created 8 deities from his pain, each one symbolizing a different aspect of healing and life. This act not only saved Enki but also enriched the world with new divine beings, each contributing to the tapestry of creation. Nin Hereg's earthly domain was vast and teeming with life. The Sumerians saw her hand in every aspect of the natural world. The fields that yielded bountiful harvests, the livestock that thrived under her protection, and the very soil that nurtured the seeds were all expressions of her divine essence. Farmers would pray to Nin Hereg for fertile lands and abundant crops, offering her the first fruits of their labor in gratitude for her blessings. Her influence extended beyond the physical world into the very fabric of society. As the goddess of fertility, she was revered in rites and rituals that sought to ensure the continuation of life. During the sacred ceremonies, her priestesses would invoke her presence, performing dances and chants that mimicked the cycles of nature. These rituals were acts of devotion and a means of connecting with the divine source of all life. Nin Hereg's stories were not just about creation and fertility but also about her fierce protection of life. In one myth, she stood against the god of death, Nergal, who sought to bring ruin to the land. With her unwavering strength and determination, Nin Hereg fought to preserve the balance of life and death, ensuring that creation would continue to flourish despite the forces of destruction. Her courage and resilience in the face of such threats made her a beloved and revered figure, a symbol of hope and perseverance. Her interactions with other deities also highlight her role as a mediator and nurturer. In the story of the gods' assembly, it was Nin Hereg who brought together the deities to resolve conflicts and ensure harmony. Her wisdom and compassion were instrumental in maintaining the balance of the cosmos, and her influence was felt in the peaceful resolutions that followed. Nin Hereg's legacy is one of profound beauty and power. She is the embodiment of the earth's fertility and the creative force that sustains life. Her myths are a testament to her enduring influence and the deep connection the Sumerians felt with their natural world. As the Great Mother, she nurtured not only the land but also the hearts and souls of her people, guiding them with her wisdom and grace. In every story, in every prayer, Nin Hereg's presence is a reminder of the sacredness of life and the eternal cycle of creation and renewal. Her divine essence permeates the earth, a constant source of strength and inspiration for those who seek her blessings. Through her, the Sumerians understood the delicate balance of life and the profound interconnectedness of all things. Her legacy continues to resonate, a timeless symbol of the power and beauty of the earth and the divine force that breathes life into all creation. In the heart of ancient civilizations, the goddesses often labeled as dirty or controversial held a unique and profound place. These powerful deities, embodying both the primal and the divine, left indelible marks on their cultures and continue to shape our understanding of femininity and power. Each goddess, in her own right, challenged the norms of her time. They were not confined to simple roles, but were complex beings embodying creation and destruction, love and vengeance, fertility and war. Their stories resonate with an intensity that transcends time, speaking to the core of human experience. Consider Anana, the Sumerian goddess of love and war. Her descent into the underworld and subsequent return is more than just a tale of life and death, it's a powerful narrative of transformation and resilience. Stripped of her earthly possessions and faced with her mortality, Anana's journey is a testament to the strength found in vulnerability and the power of rebirth. Her story influenced rituals and inspired reverence, making her a central figure in Sumerian culture. Similarly, Lilith, emerging from Jewish mythology, represents a fierce independence and an unyielding spirit. As a figure of rebellion against patriarchal constraints, her legacy is one of defiance and strength. Often demonized, she embodies the fear and awe surrounding female autonomy and sexuality. Her mythological journey from Adam's first wife to a symbol of seduction and power speaks volumes about the cultural anxieties and the enduring fascination with female agency. Hecy, the Greek goddess of witchcraft and the underworld, stands as a powerful figure of the occult and necromancy. Her connection to magic and the moon places her at the crossroads of the mortal and the divine. Hecate's influence stretches far beyond ancient Greece, seeping into modern practices of witchcraft and the esoteric. Her enduring presence in contemporary culture highlights the timeless allure of mystery and the feminine mystique. The Morrigan, the Celtic goddess of war and fate, with her shape-shifting abilities and prophetic powers, embodies the fierce and unpredictable nature of battle. Her connection to death and destiny made her a revered and feared deity. She was a symbol of the chaos and power inherent in war, her presence a reminder of the thin line between life and death. The Morrigan's legacy is one of empowerment through understanding the inevitable cycles of destruction and creation. Nin Hereg, the Sumerian earth goddess, reflects the nurturing aspect of the divine feminine. Her stories of creation and fertility showcase a deep connection to the earth and its bounty. She represents the life-giving force that sustains civilizations. Her myths remind us of the sacredness of the earth and our dependence on its gifts, highlighting the respect and reverence ancient cultures had for the natural world. These goddesses, with their multifaceted roles and powerful narratives, profoundly impacted their respective cultures. They shaped religious practices, inspired art and literature, and influenced societal norms. Their stories were not just told but lived through rituals, festivals, and everyday life, embedding them deeply into the cultural fabric. In modern times, their influence persists, evolving to fit contemporary understandings of femininity and power. Anana's story of transformation resonates with the modern journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Lilith's defiance against patriarchal norms finds echoes in feminist movements that champion women's rights and autonomy. Hecate's association with witchcraft and the occult continues to inspire those who seek spiritual connection and empowerment through alternative practices. The Morrigan's fierce independence and connection to fate appeal to those who see strength in embracing the darker aspects of existence, while Nin Hereg's nurturing essence reminds us of the importance of caring for our environment in an age of ecological awareness. These goddesses, far from being relics of the past, continue to live within us. They are symbols of the eternal dance between light and dark, creation and destruction, love and war. Their stories challenge us to embrace the complexity of our own existence and find power in our multifaceted nature. The legacy of these goddesses is a testament to the enduring power of myth. They remind us that true strength lies not in conforming to simplistic ideals, but in embracing the full spectrum of our being. Their influence on modern interpretations of femininity and power is profound, offering us timeless examples of resilience, autonomy, and the sacredness of the natural world. Through them, we are reminded of the divine potential within each of us, the power to transform, to nurture, and to stand fiercely in our truth.